And we're off and running here at Thomas and Mack. Our officials are Tyler Ricks, Che Flores, and Orlando Varela. 10-minute quarters here in the Summer League. You get 10 fouls before you're disqualified. And what a start for Detroit as Holland lobs it up to Tolu Smith.
How much better they get as they continue to understand the seriousness that's needed in their game.
Well, speaking of the SEC, here's Kennedy Chandler out of Tennessee. Lefty finger rolls off the mark, and Smith clears the rebound. He'll bring it up himself. Over to another Tennessee vault, Chaz Lanier, another dude who is not bashful from downtown. Chaz Lanier, one of the best shooters here in Vegas.
And that's what you see right there. Great poise, under control, didn't have the first shot, gets the side dribble, nails it.
So 4 from Tolu Smith, 3 from Chaz Lanier. And there's the first field goal for the Rockets today as Kevon Harris puts it in. 8 to shoot for Lanier. Here's Smith against Dante. Nice feed to Jenkins climbing the ladder.
Ready to help, and in comes Jenkins on the cut. Excellent bounce pass.
Harris missed the 3. Offensive rebound to Chandler. Harris in the lane, little up and under, and the finish with a left hand.
It was not a problem for a guy like Chaz Lanier or Reed Sheppard in college, but it's even better than what it was inside of college.
You got to wonder how many games he'll get to play out here in Vegas. The top 5 pick from last season. There's a 3 from Lanier. He can really stroke.
I have no doubt they can get better. The emergence of Tari Eason and Thompson and Smith Jr. has been excellent.
Lanier got his man in the air, and a soft touch from Chaz Lanier.
With the pro money.
Just wait for Anthony Edwards to sign his next contract.
Oh, yeah, we're going to keep going. Yeah.
Klintman makes the catch as Holland has thrown a couple of nice lobs in this first quarter, and the Pistons look great.
With that clip, but Klintman got out, all right, and he took off out of the corner when there was...
Williams steps into one and missed it. Williams, a big-time scorer.
No.
Nebraska, bad pass ahead, another Houston turnover. Holland lines it up and laces a 3.
Reed Sheppard's turnovers have not been of the intelligent sort right now with the passes that he's making. He's got to be more deceptive. He's got great eyes, but he's looking at his target on all of these passes, and this league is too good. They read that too well.
As Sheppard has 3 turnovers and now 1 for 7 from the floor. Zakai Ziegler, another Tennessee guy. The undersized Zakai Ziegler has his first 2. Here's Jermaine Samuels Jr., former Villanova Wildcat, just tosses it up. He's got a chance at an and 1.
It's funky. This wasn't a funky move. This was a great move. Created contact with the shoulder, stepped through. Look at him raise his eyes. We always talk about finishing. Some of them were unforced in what Reed Sheppard did, but this is awesome that he's getting guarded like this because he's got to learn to separate. He's got to learn to extend his feet. He's got to change direction a little bit. Kevon Harris, he is a scorer. Yeah. There is no doubt about that.
Don't know if he called bank on that one, but he's got 7 to lead the way for the Rockets. 3 for 4 from the floor for Kevon Harris.
Back cut. No, they missed it.
Here's Holland. Tried to float it up there, knocked away by Chandler. Now Sheppard going back to work. Rough start for him in this game.
You don't want to take that shot right there in front of Ime Udoka. Raphael Stone, that's not a good look for him.
Ron Holland making string music from deep.
But now he knows you got to be able to knock down that shot in the NBA.
Ron Holland was 4 for 5 from distance in their first game here. He's 2 for 3 today. Sheppard, that's a nice move.
Great job. He's got to get that shoulder drop to get by people, and we just saw him use it.
Holland lines up another. And Dante with the rebound for the Rockets, former Oregon Duck. Harris, a 2-way player for Houston. Lob it up to Dante, who throws it down hard.
Nice job. What a great job. Not only the catch and the dunk, but how he set it up. He accelerated on that slip. If we get a chance to see that again, he did a fantastic job with that. That looks simple. It's not, because he was coming into the screen roll. They refused it, and he cut to the front of the rim for the lob.
Man, the Rockets look energized to start this second quarter. Big run for them.
Comes off. And watch, there's the setup. He explodes up in traffic, knocks it down. Catch. Look at the hands. Quick. Takes it, gets it in his left hand. Incredible hand speed.
Talking about, look at the scrap from Harris. Sheppard calls for it. And hits a 3.
Beautiful again.
Sheppard defending Jenkins. Screen from Bickerstaff. Williams stole from his own teammate. Now Jenkins for 3, and he's got a chance at 4. Guard. I mean, that is Ime Udoka and this Rockets' identity. And there he is, not letting Jenkins land.
Almost got to start your action, what you're looking for. You can start your move.
Bickerstaff on the offensive rebound. That's what made him good in college, but taken away by Kevon Harris. Hits it ahead for a big-time jam from Adonis Arms.
Yeah, I like Adonis Arms. Played at Texas Tech. This guy's been around. Aggressive, tough, been well coached, hard coached, knows what it takes.
See what kind of springs Reed Sheppard has here. Pretty good. Knocks it ahead. Kennedy Chandler ahead of the pack. Showtime from Kennedy Chandler at 6 feet tall, and Reed Sheppard.
Tip. Reed does so many little things. You know, they're more than intangibles. They're athletic. He will help the Rockets this year.
Rockets in a zone look here. There's Keels. That's what you were looking at.
Yep,
the three-point stroke, and that's a thing of beauty.
So, not put your hands and body in first, but to cover that ground, that's what you got to have. Great steal.
Jenkins says, give me that on a pilfer and a punch. Danis Jenkins and one.
Danis Jenkins is a tough guy. Great read. He, again, the pass, he could read it the whole way. Got his outside hand. Another Rick Pitino. Their help defense is staying in that lane a little bit. You can get away with it, keep doing it. Force the refs to call it.
Straight line drive. It's Danis Jenkins again. He's up to 14.
Like you, they want to rise up the ladder.
Want a little airtime. Shot clock down to 3. Here's Chandler, defended by Lanier. College teammates against each other, and Chandler got the best of him that time.
Good job by Kennedy Chandler. He keeps the dribble alive. He doesn't have a play, sets him up, leaves his feet. Get up into it before the ball screen is called. Play off the communication from the big more. And do his work early.
Lanier right back at you. Jenkins, finger roll is good. And another chance at an and one for Danis Jenkins, who's got his fingerprints all over this first half.
Not getting distracted. They're playing. It's a physical game. Great job. Gets inside. Gets the snake dribble inside.
Lanier gets to his spot. Elbow jumper comes up short. Here's Kevon Harris. Through the lane for 2. Harris, the second Rocket in double figures. He's got 11. Klitman for 3. That line drive delivery looks good. Holland, his shadow right now. 10 to shoot as Sheppard backed into a corner. Dante's the outlet. Good recovery from Klitman. Feet inside, and Harris gets 2 more.
Man gets caught. He finds him because Klitman is there to play that pass. Kevon Harris reads it, gets to the basket.
Top 5 picks from last year's draft going toe-to-toe. Another bad pass. Klitman had it for a second. Matthews finds Dante for the jam.
Great play by Cam Matthews. Had a very, very good career at Mississippi State under Ben Howland and Chris Jans.
The Rockets announced today that he signed a contract with a big club. So congrats to Cam Matthews, 2-time All-SEC first-team defense. Klitman is behind the play.
Nice
Chandler
pass.
Takes advantage again.
Nice pass. The transition D is not there right now for the Pistons.
I want to talk about it with you, Mom. I want us to keep our relationship mom and son, and I'll worry about the basketball thing on the court.
Oh, I'm sure she is happy today as Holland finishes, and he's fouled.
Great step. Covers ground off his dribble, gets to the other side of the board. Beautiful shot.
She go try out first. Sheppard got it back after the miss. 10 to shoot. He's got Klitman out on the perimeter. Looking to take the big man to the rack, and he does with a nifty finish.
That might be the best play Reed Sheppard's made all day. Got the man on his side, pushed the dribble out. All right, they couldn't get to the block shot, got to the other side of the board. Beautiful move.
Brown with the steal. Ahead to Wilson for the flush. Malik Wilson played his college ball at Houston.
And anytime you have a shooter like that you can't bring help from, it makes the drivers and all those guys significantly better at making their decisions and reads.
That's the gravity that guys can bring when they can really shoot. And they brought Fred Van Vliet back, added a year to his contract, restructured it. Signed Jabari Smith to the big contract, 5 years, $120 million plus. Ron Holland with the steal. Well, you could just feel the culture shift for the Pistons last season. They go from the worst team in the league to the 6th seed in the East. These guys are feeling good here in Vegas. The lead's up to 23. TJ Bickerstaff out on the perimeter. Nephew of DJ Bickerstaff, the Pistons head coach. Kevon Harris on the leave for Samuels for 2. Well, we ran into Kevon Harris at halftime, and that's a guy you would have loved to have at Georgia, right?
No question about it. The guy Ziegler's got a room full of defensive awards from Tennessee and the SEC.
Dante protecting the rim. Holland went down.
I don't even know any of their songs. I know one of them. You've been singing. You've been singing it.
You know at least one.
Since we got in the car, you've been singing. That pass to the corner in the first half, they were stealing that pass. Their hands were down on that play.
Dante, the roll man, makes the catch on the pass from Shepard. Waits and scores. Good patience from N'Faly Dante.
Yeah, that's the kind of guy you'd like to see make it. This is a guy that his last year at Oregon, they started talking about him not being able to play because of a knee injury. They took him to Chicago. Coach Brian Fish took him to Chicago. They met a doctor named Dr. Brian Cole. Just looking and playing the game the way he wants to play it, he has dove in and made improvements in his game, especially with that jump shot.
Ziegler can't finish this time. Tolu Smith working hard on the glass.
10-year vet, right? He's only 23.
Asabor missed it in tight. 20-point lead here for Detroit. Baseline part of that interview, Oklahoma City style. Interview by committee.
Hey, it works for them, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Works for them. It's so good to see Jalen Duren having that type of success.
Snatched the life out of Danis Jenkins, but he missed it. Blocked by the rim. Chaz Lanier with the three. Tolu Smith, the offensive board. Jenkins lines it up. Knocks it down. What a game for Danis Jenkins. 23 points on 10 field goal attempts, plus 6 assists.
That's a credit to a lot of people that work with him that keep giving him the confidence to be able to knock those shots down. Whether it's Jeremy Hart back at SMU, whether it's the people he had back in college, whether it's the Pistons developmental coaches.
It's a great pass from great Asabor to Adonis Arms. Also lost Tim Hardaway Jr. in the offseason. He's going to Denver as Jenkins rises up for the swat. The Pistons add around their young superstar, Cade Cunningham. Bryce Williams on a triple, and the basketball is in the building as Williams hits another. Final 3 minutes of regulation here. The Pistons have run away with this thing on top by 22. Chandler with a nifty finish.
Great move. That's a Kennedy Chandler move. He was always good at extending his dribble, keeping that dribble alive. High school, the 1 year at Tennessee, great move. I thought he came in on Friday and changed the energy of the game. Today he got the starting nod. That's how you got to carve it out. You got to be a nasty pest defensively when you're that size, and you've got to be able to make your shots, but you've got to be able to make the other guys better and get them open looks like this.
Ledlum, a double clutch. Chris Ledlum way upstairs. Played in France last year. Was the MVP of their second-tier league over there. Lanier wide open. What do you think?
Yeah, that's what you'd love to see from him. His big thing is going to be this. People know he's going to make shots, and he's always going to be a threat to score. He's got to be able to impact the game, whether it's the Pistons this year, whether it's the G League. When he's not making shots, just like that, does he continue to impact the game? He's definitely a good enough defender, but when you're a shooter like that, you can get down too easy.
Malik Wilson, and one.
The age, you want to keep getting better, and you want to prove you're versatile.
Look at Ziegler. Missed the shot. That was a $1 million move. He almost had himself a bona fide highlight after the ankle breaker. Upstairs for Ledlum again. That's what all these guys are trying to do, carve out a spot, whether it's for the team they're wearing the jersey for here or somebody else. Adonis Arms with the jam. Kennedy Chandler racking up the assists.
Yeah, that's the important thing. I mean, it's not only your team, it's not only the 29 other NBA teams, it's all the G League, and it's all of these different countries and teams that come from those countries. They're looking to build their programs and their rosters. I mean, it's so many. That's why it's a summit up there. It's just an absolute world summit for basketball here.
Ledlum talking a little bit after the block on Ziegler. There's Chandler looking for the call, and for once the whistle did not blow. 49 combined fouls in this game.
Are we going to get to your 50?
There's the
you called 50.
I don't think so, Tom. And if we do,
I wouldn't say never.
Chandler lines it up and sticks a triple. But this is Pistons wire to wire. See if Chandler takes one final shot. He does. Not going to count, not going to matter. 15-point win for the Pistons as they remain unbeaten here in Vegas, and they look good doing it.